each line by line what I am saying, you must be concentrate. Okay, water washable or self emulsifiable means water washable, there is not separate. Water washable self, they have emulsifiable means nature capacity. Penetrant method A contain emulsifier in each and addicant integral parts for their formulation. Okay, next I already speak to you. Method B is the your lipophilic, method C is the solvent based, and method D is the your hydrophilic. Okay, so these removal property also topics finished. Now I will speak on the next for the developer properties and oxygens. Okay, I could cover. Okay, so in short I will say regarding for the developer, so that I will finish this topic. Okay, so developer properties, what is the developer property should have? The developer assist in the withdrawal of the entrapped penetrant from the discontinuity and provide contrast between the indications and the part background. They must provide a smooth, even coating covering the entire surface to be tested. Okay, their sensitivity and removability are tested using a reference standard material and are compared only to the developer actions of a material being tested. Dry developer is the form A, and non-aqueous developer are supplied in the ready-to-use form water-soluble form B and water-suspended form C. Developer are supplied as a concentrated to be mixed with the water according to the manufacturer's instructions. Okay, I want to tell you, no form of the developer shall contain compound of the hexavalent chromium. Developer for type 1 penetrant fluorescent must not be exhibit any green, yellow, orange fluorescent, and fluorescence of other colors shall not be greater than of the other reference of the standards. Okay, so these are the your now oxygen compatible penetrant, and then if you see the oxygen, liquid oxygen and gaseous oxygen are extremely chemically reactive. Why it is the important? Because if it is not compatible penetrant for the oxygen, so it will be it may be get the fire, because they are the extremely chemically reactive, these items. So they can react explosive when they come into contact with the combustible material or when subjected to the shock, impact, or vibration. There is not too much of the testing problem for a simple disassembled part from which all traces of the penetrant testing residue is removed. Difficulties are encountered with the assembled and complex part or contain crevice, recessed area or fang surface where the testing residue become entrapped and not removed by the cleaning. Okay, so the test for the liquid oxygen compatible material involved dropping a bait on the material while in contact with the oxygen environment. If the material is not a liquid oxygen compatible, it will cause an audible explosive or visible flash in a darkened room, discolor or anvil, or leave evidence of charring. Okay, so same things, another topics regarding for this low sulfur and low chlorine penetrant systems. That is very important, because some of the penetrant should be low sulfur and low chlorine, because if you are using for if you are using for the material for the stainless steel, high nickel alloy and cobalt alloy, titanium alloy, if it is not low chlorine, low sulfur, it will be the create a problem for these materials for corrosion, because they are very sensitive. This product, these items, this material grade, if chlorine is high, if sulfur is high, more than 1%, it will be create a problem for the corrosion. So that's why they are emphasizing, if your material you are going to test for these items, your material should be low sulfur and low chlorine. Okay, so that is very important, because when alloy are used in elevated temperature or residual stress resulting in the intergalvanic corrosion, hydrogen embrittlement and stress corrosion, sulfur and chlorine are not essential to penetrant system, but they do exist in the trace amount in the raw material. Okay, so that's why it is important, you must know about this. Okay,